Hey everybody, welcome back to Sneakers and Sports. Today I'm going to go over some of the top sneaker releases from 2024. I found two articles that featured the top 10 sneakers from the previous year, so I thought I'd go over both of them. Starting off with the first article from Complex News. They have the Futura Nike SB Dunk Low starting off at number 10. Really nice clean colorway. I like the balance of blue and white and the print. Yeah, that's number 10 and a little bit of a spoiler, we will see this a little bit later in the other article. Next is number 9, and a very anticipated shoe that released last year is the Wu-Tang Clan Nike Dunk High. I believe that was only released back in 1999, so it's been a long time since we've had a release of this colorway and of this collaboration. A lot of people were really excited for the shoe. Moving on to number 8, and a shoe that I personally really liked last year is the Nigel Sylvester Air Jordan 4 Reimagine. The cool thing about this colorway is obviously because it's with Nigel Sylvester, it's got the bike air on the back, given that he is a professional biker. Yeah, and then just the nice green colorway really stands out, not like anything else. And the reimagined model of the Air Jordan 4 is very nice, kind of a cool switch up. That's at number 8. Number 7 is the Action Bronson New Balance 1906R. Action Bronson is a really big, well-known sneakerhead in the community. Um, Very loud colorway here with the New Balance runner. And yeah, that cracks the top 10 list here at number 7. Moving on to number 6 with the complex list is the Kith Marvel Asics collaboration. I believe this is the Venom colorway. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, really nice colorway here and a collaboration with triple collaboration here with Kith, Marvel, and Asics. Moving on to number 6, we've got a Travis Scott entry, which again, another spoiler, we will see a few more entries from Travis Scott. And this one is the CJ1 T-Rex and the lighter kind of beige white with some brown colorway. And yeah, nice shoe here. A bit of a switch up from the Jordan 1 lows and some of the other models that he's been coming out with. But yeah, anyways, we'll see more of Travis Scott later. Next is number 4, and of course it has to be the Jordan 4 with the Bread Reimagined. Um, yeah, this was a really anticipated shoe with the Jordan 4 with the leather upper. And getting into the top 3, we have a Nike Air Max Sunder model collaboration with Kids of Immigrants. This is definitely a bit of a surprise shoe here, given that it's made the podium, got cracked the top 3, but yeah, it's a nice colorway. It's the shoe model is definitely hit and miss. I'd say people either love it or you hate it, but yeah, that's number 3. The number 2 shoe of 2024, according to Complex News, is the Air Jordan 3 Black Cement. Um, Definitely could have debated between the Air Jordan 4 Bread Reimagined and the Black Cement 3s here. Personally, I would choose the Air Jordan 4 Bread Reimagined. I would even put that possibly at number 1. But yeah, I can see why people love the Black Cement 3s. It's a classic shoe. It's completely timeless. It's been since 2018 since this shoe came out. Yeah, it's been a little while. So people had to either get their first pairs or get another pair. So that's in at number 2. And the number 1 shoe of 2024 is definitely a surprise. It's a performance basketball model is the Adidas AE1. It's Anthony Edwards' signature model. For good reason that it's number 1. I've heard nothing but good things about it as far as performance wise. And then visually and looks wise and off court, it's kind of seen a cool splash and a resurgence. Because, I mean, other than Jordans, most people don't rock performance basketball shoes off court, but we've seen some celebrities wear these. We've seen guys like people like Wale and other known sneaker influencers and people like that rock the AE1s. And as far as performance wise, I've heard good things about them. The only thing I've really heard about them is possibly the durability issues, just because of the rubber on the bottom and the materials. But I mean, that could be case to case. But yeah, lots of different colorways. Um, Adidas did really well. The marketing, the commercials, everything was really good. I can see why they put this at number 1. Congrats to Adidas. Congrats to Ant. He's also been playing very well, and he's been playing out of his mind the last year and a bit. So that definitely added to the hype. So that's it for the complex list, the top 10. Let me know what you guys think of that one. We're going to move on to the other one here. So this next article is from Soul Retriever. Again, it's another top 10 list, and we start off at number 10 with the Nike Kobe 8 Venice Beach colorway. So we've got a Kobe Protro entering this list here with Soul Retriever. Again, a pretty classic colorway here, and unfortunately, I wasn't able to get a pair. I would have liked to. I like Kobe's, first of all, for the performance. I still play basketball and I coach basketball, so I love having Kobe's and getting Kobe's. And obviously, since his passing a few years ago, I definitely want to try and get a few memory pieces and Kobe's because of that. But it's been a lot harder since, obviously, because I'm sure a lot of people think the same way. So the Protro line of Kobe's that they've been doing the last few years has been pretty successful, I'd say, overall. Haven't heard any bad things as far as durability and performance issues. So it's, again, good to hear. So moving on to number 9, we have another Travis Scott entry. We have the same model as the previous one from Complex, except in the dark mocha colorway. This one is, I would say, a little bit more subjective. I think the other one's a little bit nicer, but if you like this one, then you really like this one. So another Travis Scott entry. Moving on to number 8, we have another Nike SB Dunk Low. We've got the Verdi collaboration, or the Verdi colorway. We've got some fuzzy panels here, so really soft looking and feeling colorway. So yeah, that's number 8. And number 7, we've got another Kobe model, the Kobe 4 Girl Dad colorway. Again, another anticipated model. Pretty much any Kobe model that comes out is highly anticipated, not just with adults, but obviously young kids and young basketball players that want to wear Kobe's as they play and just to have Kobe's. So moving on to number 6, we have the J Balvin Air Jordan 3 Rio colorway. I think this is really, really nice. I really like the gradient on the back there. So, yeah, and then the black, it goes well with it. Moving on to number 5 is we have the same entry as the complex um, Travis Scott shoe. So I'm not going to go in too much about this, but yeah, it's number 5. Number 4, we have the exact same entry as the complex list is the Air Jordan 4 Reimagined Bread. So again, not going to say too much more about this. It's just pretty consistent on both lists. Number 3, so Soul Retriever has the Futura Nike SB Dunk Low at number 3, not like Complex, which has it at number 10. So um, a bit of a bump up here for the Futura colorway. I can see why. It's a nice colorway. So yeah, that's in at number 3. And then number 2 and number 1, according to Soul Retriever, are the exact same model. So I'm going to put them together as the Travis Scott Air Jordan 1 Low. Number 2 they have is the medium olive colorway. That's in men's sizes and I believe kid sizes as well. So obviously women can get it as well. But then they have number 1, which is a women's exclusive colorway, meaning men that have feet sizes above like a 9.5 aren't able to really get any of these. So, bit of a controversial pick there at the top. But I mean, visually, I can see why. It's an Air Jordan 1 Low. Obviously, it's a great model. It's a Travis Scott collaboration, so there's some more hype to it. And then the bright yellow with the the white or the beige kind of accents and the blue swoosh. It's a nice colorway. It's just that not everyone can have access to it and get their size. So yeah, I mean, again, worthy of a top pick, but the fact that it's a shoe that not everyone can get, a large portion of the population can't even get, um, makes it a little bit restrictive. So I would probably personally put something else at the top. If I were to do a top 5 list based on the shoes that we saw today in this video, I'd probably go with number 5 being the Wu-Tang Clan Nike Dunk High, just because it's been so long since that shoe released. I'd probably go number 4 with the Nike SB Dunk Low Futura collaboration. Just visually, it's a beautiful shoe. I'd probably go number 3 with the Adidas AE1, just because Adidas hit it out of the park on that model, and it's a new model this year. It's not a model that we've seen before, a shoe that we've seen, just a different colorway. It's a completely new shoe. I'd go number two probably with the Air Jordan 4 Reimagined with the Nigel Sylvester, just because the nice green colorway. We don't see many shoes like that. The Bike Air is really cool, and then the Reimagined model itself, I've touched on already. So, and then I'd put number one is the Air Jordan 4 Bread Reimagined, just because it's a classic shoe, but it's got a completely different twist to it. It's something we've never seen before. So, it's the first time you can ever get a version of this shoe. So that's definitely why I'd put it at number one. That's gonna do it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in the next one.